just like. So yeah. It's been a day. Hello, so welcome. I'm going to do my first ever reading vlog. It is 11:11 p.m. I do not think this will be a 24-hour vlog. I am thinking of just ending it when I finish this book. I think it's going to be focused around this book because I'm very excited for it. So I'm reading this book with Benji on Bookstagram. But basically we're reading this for MissionBookBoxBacklist, which is a little kind of reading challenge, readathon that takes place all year long, where we read the horde of books that we've been dragon piling from book boxes. And I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but every time I subscribe to a book box for any length of time, I fall behind and end up with a giant stack of books that I didn't read. So yeah. Anyway, because of that, we have a lot of Owl Crate books specifically that we haven't read, Owl Crate and Owl Crate Jr. And so we are going to be reading The Time of Green Magic by Hilary McKay. I don't know much about this book other than there's a lot of family themes. There's some like old kind of secret magic, this new house that they're gonna go live in, and there's like a giant magical cat on it, so I'm really intrigued. It is very short. This book is 229 pages, so that's why I was considering that this probably will end up only being like a 24-hour reading vlog, but we will see. I haven't read a book yet in February. I know it's embarrassing, but it is what it is. And I want to knock one out, at least one, maybe two this month. So I think this is a great way for us to do that. So let's get started. I'm gonna go take off my makeup. I just did a journaling session getting ready for my March setup since I just totally skipped January and February. My bad. So yeah, and then I have my pajamas right here. I'm gonna wash my face, get in pajamas, and then start reading for the night. So I will check back in with you either later tonight or in the morning, and I apologize for the way that I'll look. Good morning, everyone. So hello, how are you doing? This is the official first day. I know I started this pretty late last night, but I didn't read that much. Just wanted to show you. We are doing tights and a green sweater and a little bit of green sparkle in the eye region today to match our green book. So not the best lighting, sorry. I'm hiding in the bedroom because the husband has a meeting. I started this last night and yeah, I don't have many feelings quite yet. So I read 33 pages last night. I don't know if they count the prologue in the pages, but whatever. I'm on page 33. Not that far. Not that far at all. But so far my only thoughts, I guess, would be that the writing style is, I don't know. It's interesting, and I did not expect this book to be written the way that it is. I just don't know how I feel about it quite yet. so I'm not going to say too much on it until I've made some more progress. But so far what's happened is we've just learned about our main character, Abby, whose mother died when she was like 1 year old, and her grandmother has taken care of her since, and her dad was a single parent for a long time until he met Polly. And Polly has 2 sons, Louis and Max. Abby has to adjust to living with 2 brothers and a new like stepmom, but she feels like a stranger in the house. Like, she doesn't feel like she's living with a new family. She feels like she's living in a house with 3 strangers. Another important thing about Abby is that she loves to read. She can really transport herself. It almost seems magical, if you ask me. Like, she seems to like actually transport to whatever she's reading, because there's, in the prologue, it's her reading a book about being on the ocean, like on a ship, and it's like when she's pulled out of reading, she like licks her finger and it's salty like the ocean. So I'm gonna take that as she has this like weird magical ability to actually transport, but they haven't like talked about it yet. That's really all we've learned. They all live in this like cute little green house now that has ivy growing on the outside because they got evicted from their first house because the landlord just wanted them to move out. And yeah, that's really it. It's kind of like fast. I'm only 33 pages in and they've already moved into this spooky house. They've already adjusted to living with each other pretty much. So I don't really know where this story is going. So yeah, I'll update you when I know more because I'm confused. And sorry for this angle. We're having a day, just so you know. Probably inserted some breakfast clips. Yeah, I ended up dropping one of those eggs just like on the table while eating. And then I dropped this notebook that I'm using to track my gestational diabetes right on top of that egg while going to clean it up. And then I almost spilled my coffee. And then I almost fell over while getting dressed. Yeah, it's been a day. But let's go say hi to the cat. Caught in the act. Good morning. So the plan today, I have some chores to do. Well, first, I'm going to finish my coffee. And then once I finish my coffee, I'm going to read a little bit, I think, because I'm in the mood, and that's rare nowadays. And then do some dishes because I need to wash my breakfast dishes. Keep up on your dishes, people. It really makes a difference. And then I think after that, I don't really know. We'll see. We'll see. Hello, I just wanted to hop on here because I was reading while drinking my coffee like I said I would, and there are so many, you know, the series that shall not be named moments in this book, and it's kind of irritating me. Just thought I'd point that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. This book has mentioned Harry Potter at least 3 times. And I'm not even a quarter of the way through. So yeah, here's a tick on the negative box right there. We are getting further. We did get a little more information that Abby indeed is transporting, and she kind of like literally disappears. Like her physical body while she's reading disappears, which is very interesting. She just was on that ship again, like reading that ocean book, and the book that she was physically holding became wet and soggy. And her little stepbrother was like, Abby, where'd you go? And like he couldn't see her, so that's interesting. I really am interested to see where this like ability of hers goes and kind of what it means. And then also Polly apparently works for some kind of nonprofit or something like that, and to afford the house that they're living in, she has to work a lot more, and to do that requires her to travel. So she's gone for 3 weeks right now. The house is getting spooky. There's like magical weird things happening now that she's gone, and I'm like, is Polly supposed to be like a protective charm, a protection of some sort on the house? Because now that she's gone, the kids are feeling kind of like the house is spooky instead of just kind of cute and old, you know? That's interesting. But yeah, just wanted to like quickly document that before I forgot to mention it. Okay, so I just took a bath. My face is a little red because it's warm. Anyway, so I'm about 50% of the way through the Time of Green Magic. And the last I told you that there were a lot of references to a series I don't like being referenced. Yeah, there's a lot more of that. How uncreative. Couldn't think of other things to reference. But, yeah, I don't know. Not much to spoil in this book because the synopsis on Goodreads is the whole book. I would say I'm halfway and the action of the book hasn't even started. So, yeah. Yeah, this book is a little bit disappointing. I had higher hopes for it. I'll update you when I finished, but today was a chill day. I spent a lot of it switching between reading, nursery stuff, cleaning the kitchen. I made enchiladas. Well, those are leftover enchiladas actually from the other day, and I made a new sauce to go on them because I didn't like the sauce that we used from the store. That's it. See you soon. Hello everybody. So I kind of took Saturday off from reading because that is our date day where we pick up pizza to go from this little cafe in a few cities away, and then we do chores all day. I know, romantic. So I didn't do any reading yesterday. Today we did a lot of house stuff. Additionally, we did some Christmas decoration taking down since we just got back to our house because we weren't here all of January, so we didn't get to take down all of our Christmas trees and stuff. So we did that today, and then we took a walk, and we got our delivery of baby clothes and did the dishes and made pasta, and we did quite a bit the last 2 days, and I'm pooped. I am in my 3rd trimester, just starting my 3rd trimester, and I need to learn balance. I need to learn to not do so much in one day. I need to kind of spread things out amongst several days. So maybe instead of doing laundry, vacuuming, dishes, and taking down Christmas decorations all in one day, I should probably spread it out throughout the week. Lesson learned. So I haven't made any more progress since I last spoke to you. Right now it is 9:21 p.m. on Sunday, February 21st. Going to read. That's my plan tonight. Sorry about the little break, but you know, we just gotta do it sometimes, and that's how it is. Back at it. Let's do it. breakfast has been eaten. Sorry, it's echoey. I'm in the baby nursery, which is currently an empty room. So, breakfast has been eaten. I made my to-do list for the day, which is, as you saw, just a bunch of little piddly things that I have to do, nothing too spectacular. I'm trying to take it a little easier today than I did this weekend, but also considering doing some yoga tonight. We'll see. But I'm hoping that this vlog will be over today because I will have finished The Time of Green Magic. So, wish me luck. I am now exactly 75%. I'm just gonna finish it out before talking to you because I don't feel like I'm gonna have any big revelations from the time that I was reading last night till I finish. Like, I feel like I pretty much know how I feel about this book, but we'll see. I have 25% left, so I will update you in a bit. Okay, so I finished. It is 4 p.m. on Monday, February 22nd. I finished it the day that I planned to, and The Time of Green Magic. This book was marketed to me as something different than I think it is, and I think that has to do with the dust jacket, the synopsis, and just what my assumptions were going in. To be fair, I didn't hear anything about this book before I went into it. I didn't hear any like reviews or anything. I just looked at the dust jacket, read the synopsis, made assumptions based on that, and then got excited. So before I started this book, I assumed it would be an adventure with lots of magic and whimsical things happening with an action-y kind of plot with some mystery. And it's short, so I didn't expect it to be, you know, super in-depth or anything, but I just expected it to be very quick paced. Because of that, I just don't know what I expected. Wasn't this. No spoilers, of course. But this book is very lacking in plot, which I feel bad for saying because books don't need to have intense plot to be good. But this one just is lacking in plot. The characters are not incredibly likable, and you can't really figure out who the main character is supposed to be. It's written in third-person omniscient, but it's also written in past tense. I think the intention was to sound like a fairy tale. Did that come across? For me, no. I don't feel like it was done very well. The writing was just very vague at points and confusing, and it sounded like it was trying to be a fairy tale and it was trying to be quirky, and instead it was just confusing. I don't know, and I would read you some quotes to like kind of tell you what I'm talking about, but I think you could just not pick this book up, honestly. This is a children's book. It's from the Alcrate Junior box. I don't think kids would like this, to be honest. I read a lot of children's literature. I enjoy it a lot. I like how whimsical it is and how much imagination it can take, and children's literature is very exciting to me and I enjoy it, and I love putting on that children's lens to read something. But this book does not seem like a kid would be interested in this at all. There's no exciting plot. The characters aren't like super cool. It took 75% of this book for me to even understand what it was about, because I didn't know what we were leading up to, what the plot was supposed to be. Even at 50%, I remember telling my husband, I was like, I'm halfway through this book and I still don't know the point and I don't get what I'm reading about. And that didn't change. By the end, 75% in, I realized, oh, this is about this specific thing happening, but I didn't feel like that was interesting enough in itself to keep me interested. I'm an adult and I was like hyper analyzing this and I was confused by it. So I can't imagine being like 7, 8 and reading this. I'd probably, in all honesty, read this, remember none of it, and put it down and move on with my life and not understand what I just read. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, if you were thinking about this book for your own child, I would say not one I would recommend, mainly because it's not written very well and I don't think they will understand it. I don't think that it's very interesting. I don't think the plot was very interesting. I didn't feel like this revelation at the end. That was my reading vlog for The Time of Green Magic. I cannot say that I thoroughly enjoyed it or anything. I would say that it was okay. I am probably gonna give this 2 stars, 2.5. I don't know, check Goodreads after you watch this video to see what I ended up giving it. I have to think about it some more, but I'm sitting at, this was a less than average book. I didn't love it. I didn't even really enjoy it that much. It kind of frustrated me reading it, and it's not very long, but it felt long. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody really. Thank you for joining me in today's vlog, and I'll see you in the next one. Please consider subscribing and hitting like if you like these vlogs, and also hit like if you can hear the ice cream truck in the background. My favorite. Okay, bye.